Elvis Presley in the Ghetto live performance. Let's get right into it.
Loud music and everything else. Let's get right into it. We don't care about nothing else. Hey, yo, life music and everything else. Let's get right into it. We don't care about nothing else. Let's get into it.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to Life Music and Everything Else. I am your host, Sin. Let's get right into it. So we are back. We are back today with another Elvis reaction video to his live performance of him singing the song In the Ghetto. Let me start by saying I did my first Elvis reaction video last week, and it came from a live stream. So it wasn't the full reaction that we normally do here at Life. And I got caught up in a copyright with my previous video. So I just said, well, I'm going to cut this Elvis one up and I'll put it out just to see how people react to it and see what they think. I had no idea. The Elvis fan base love is huge. It's important to them. It's important to them that it's represented right. So I got that. I understood that. The amount of information, the amount of knowledge that I was exposed to, you guys have to understand. I think being where I was from, my age, and these are not excuses. These are just certain things that would have kept me from being exposed to Elvis's music. The time where I came up, hip hop was everything to me. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to do. So that's what I solely focused on. Yeah, there were records that may have sampled some previous Elvis music, but I just never was fully exposed to Elvis's music. And I'm a big believer in moments in music are magical, meaning we all remember the first time we heard something. We all remember the first time we was at a live concert. I really, truly believe moments in music are magical. So when I was listening to that live stream, that was my first time at the age that I am now, loving music, having an experience in music, hearing Elvis sing and sing that song the way he did. That was a moment for me. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow, I had no idea. So I had a couple comments that said, how did you not know? So I'm just kind of elaborating a little bit on how I may have not known, but now I know. Now I know. This is a reaction of Elvis singing live a song called In the Ghetto. All right, let's get it.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries. But if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. Now people, don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand. I hear you're gonna be an angry young man someday. Now take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Wow. Wow. First and foremost, is Elvis singing my life? Is Elvis singing my childhood? A poor kid born in Chicago, south side of Chicago, in the hood. Elvis, are you singing my childhood? Hold on, are we too blind? First and foremost, who wrote this song? Writer Mac Davis. The writer Mac Davis. Is Mac Davis a black guy? Morris Mac Davis. This is insane. This is amazing. Mac Davis is the writer. Elvis is singing this song, and it literally feels like my whole childhood. We got to go back. I know. We got to go back. Just from the second that he came on, and how his body is fully turned to his backup singers. How he's fully directed towards them, like paying attention and being a aware of them and acknowledging them in a sense. And of course the attire. Elvis was a fly dude.
As a snow fly
Turns to the crowd.
on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
Oh.
And his mama cries. But if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto.
Oh,
Don't
man.
you understand? The child needs a helping hand. You're gonna be an angry young man someday. And take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns. And a hungry little boy with the runny nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto.
Oh man.
And his hunger burns.
His hunger
So
burned.
he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun, he steals a car, he tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries. As a crowd gathers round, an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. And as the young man dies, on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries.
Oh man. Hold on, I'm gonna stop it real quick. I did not realize we was going to church, Elvis. You didn't warn me that you was taking me to church, Elvis. Did he just describe the cycle of life for an inner city kid born in the ghetto? He said something about when his hunger cries and he starts to get older and he starts to act out a certain way. He just describes he just describes being caught up in the cycle. We like to say being a product of your environment. That's what he just described in these lyrics. In the way he sung it, it's as I learn about Elvis, but within these two videos, maybe these two songs, they speak directly to my soul. Directly to my soul. Last video, they said you watch from the second Elvis is on screen to the second he's off screen. You watch everything. I won't skip another second. I watched till this video completely stops, but I just had to stop and say with those lyrics and how he was singing it, describing the cycle of the life cycle, being caught up in the hood, trying to get out, falling back, getting older, and then the mama Elvis. Whoa. Let's go back just a little bit and play it out to the end. Then we'll talk more. We have to talk more.
In the ghetto. And his mama cries.
Oh man. The pause says a lot to me. That pause with him just looking out. And the crazy thing is with that side shot on it, you see his face, you see the emotion from him singing. That pause says a lot. And then he just takes it up. Looks over. Oh. I see why they say watch from start to finish. Shout out to the backup singers. At the African American ladies back there singing the soulfulness with Elvis, backing up Elvis as he's singing this soulful melody. I had no idea. I won't say that no more because now I know. It's not. You don't judge a man by what he didn't know in the past. You judge him by how he acts when he finds out. And now that I know, gosh, the stories that people have been leaving in the comments telling me about Elvis, things that I had no idea about, the kind of man that he was, the humanitarian, his ties with black communities, his ties with Martin Luther King Jr. That's why that song was so touching, because when they told me what he was singing that song about, and then you put it together with the emotion and me watching it, it was different. It was different. It was different. But this right here, Elvis just sung my childhood. Let's go back and watch more. Of course, look at the attire. He made this look famous. I've always known about Elvis's wardrobe and Elvis's, shout out the pinky ring though. That pinky, Elvis. Elvis, that pinky ring was blinding me. You know what I mean? I had to look away a couple times. That pinky ring was shining, my man. Wow, but I always knew about his attire, his dress. I didn't know when I watched that last video what the white suit meant until you guys told me. Until you guys told me when he dressed in all white, peace and unity. I knew his impact was huge. I just didn't know why, because I didn't dive into the man. I didn't listen to the music. I didn't hear documentaries or listen about his life. But now as I start this journey, I'm starting to understand the love that people have for Elvis Presley. Also, there was another comment. This video is going to be me saying a lot of different questions. So if you guys could answer those for me. I had another comment from a subscriber who told me that he didn't like being referred to as the king. I don't know if that's true or not. So I'm asking you guys to leave in the comments. Was that something that he didn't like being referred to? I believe the sub said because of his religious beliefs and his high regard to Jesus Christ as the only king. Is that true? Let me know, because on this platform, we respect our legends. Fact. We lead with respect the whole way. We're going to respect their craft. We're going to respect everything. So if it's something that I don't know, I like to be informed and ask. So as I do future videos, we are able to correct those things. But just look at Elvis. Let's go back.
And his mama cries as a crowd gathers round an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto.
I see why women loved Elvis. Elvis is a good looking dude, man. He has this dreamy like vibe about him when he sings, his hair, his eyes, and then his voice. I get it. He does have this dreamy like aura about him. I knew he was a superstar the first time when I watched that last video and just how it came on. What's above superstar? Because we have a lot of quote unquote superstars. Elvis was something different. What I guess you could just say Elvis. I had another sub that said there's few people that come along and just change the world. That just changed the way we are used to doing things, and he was one of them. So there's superstar, and then I guess there's Elvis's level. So he's above everyone else when it comes to that. I don't like saying superstar because I just feel he was so much bigger than that. But man, what a smooth and fly dude.
And as the young man dies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto.
That cycle. That cycle.
And his mama cries.
That cycle. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting. Elvis, okay, when someone writes a song for you and you get the lyrics and you reading it, you seeing what it is that he's talking about. Obviously, this message was important to him to sing this song. This was important to him. It wasn't, I really believe he knew the impact of this song and what it was meaning and what it was saying. Because he's spot on. He is spot on with the life cycles of being born in poverty. Whether that's the hood, whether that's trailer parks, whatever that is, all around the world, that cycle. And then another kid is born and this mama is crying. He's just singing the cycle over and over again until you're able to get out. And Lord, thank you, Jesus, for my grandmother. Thank you. Because my grandmother was the one that took me from the south side of Chicago and brought me to Tulsa, Oklahoma, suburban area where I was able to be exposed to so many different things that changed my life. So shout out to my grandmother who I love, who raised me. So I understand what he was saying when he's singing this song and how he's singing it. Man, this is going to be exciting. Keep informing me in the comments. Please answer some of those questions that I was asking, because as we go forward, as you notice, I didn't refer to him as a king. I want to hope that, because if that's something that Elvis didn't rock with, I'm not going to keep going forward with it as I proceed to do more Elvis videos. But phenomenal. If this is what I'm in store for, y'all lead the way. Y'all lead the way. Please be safe, be blessed, be healthy. Until next time, peace.